G'day folks, welcome back to the channel for episode number 32 of our Aether Pets Ritualist, where this time we're continuing on from last episode. Ethereal Titans now, lovely. And our objective here is to open the vents. We're also going to kill the council, and then probably finish the expansion this episode. So vent number 1, down here from the rift. We'll probably go do the council now, as it will be on the way. That devotion shrine, I'm pretty sure, is a fight shrine, so we'll probably do that as well. This section here, if you are trying to farm an ascended cow, this is where I would recommend you do it. Come in here, run straight through this house here. There's always tons of these mages around here. And then you can either head to the top of the map as well and kill them again, or just reset and do this again, because this house is always full of them. It's probably the easiest way to farm a large number of those mages. My health bar is bouncing again. Okay, let's kill the sentinel. Okay, let's kill Valexteria as well, since we're in the area. Those meteors. Oh boy. Okay, there she goes. And she did drop us the gloves for the Krieg set. Also dropped her MI, so a decent drop from her overall. So Krieg set is farmable in Elite. If you are playing any kind of Aether character, it's probably worth farming at least the boots and gloves for the 2-set bonus, which is pretty good. I'm going to go back for that totem, or devotion shrine rather. Let me see. Let's pop the buffs. And we did just hit 81 as well, so that'll be good. 2 more points into the buff from the Brythorn. 1, 2. Have to resummon the Brythorn. Okay. So we have 2 more vents to get to. Actually, let's go back this way. We'll go kill the council first. So heading, what's that, southeast? Kind of east-ish. From the shrine here. The council chambers are over here. Nope. No, they're not. Yes, they are. What is that? Flesh Warped Enclave. Okay. Maybe there's a way around. Or maybe I'm going completely the wrong way. Yeah, I think I'm going the wrong way. I think it's over here, actually. Let's go check. Here I am being all confident. I know where I'm going. It's along this south edge, anyway. What are we up to? 81. Okay, I don't think anything major unlocks at 81. I know at level 90 we'll have new rings. Probably a new set of armor and shoulders. I think that's all we're using in terms of faction items, though. Yeah, I was going completely the wrong direction. That's fine. So this is the council chambers. This is going to be a little bit rippy, so we'll see how we go. From memory, they kind of trap you in a room with them. Should be fine. Should be fine. and they are, the councilmen themselves are actually up here. Okay. Can we go through there? We can. Kind of halfway expected that to just say no, you can't go that way. Alright, let's kill some imps. Break their bookcases just because I can. Alright, we just lost a pet. Looks like it was a skeleton. That's fine. I'm going to... You know what? Let's do it. What is our recast on that anyway? It's like 7 seconds? Yeah. So we can lose one skeleton every second forever and be fine. Alright, refresh all the pets. What is this? Does literally nothing for our build. So that one just doesn't matter for a pet build. Alright, so you can see on the map there the 3 stars. That is the councilman. I'm just going to wait for Call of the Grave to come back up. And actually going to wait for Conjure Primal Spirit as well. Looks like it's probably close enough. Okay. And they should... Actually, I was expecting more of a fight than this, so I'm probably about to die to one shot. Yeah, that shield with the Aether crystals spinning around them gives me a lot of trouble in Port Valbury. I don't know if it's a full immunity, but it definitely seems to reduce the damage they take by a lot. That crystals, or those crystals. Regardless, we're done here, so let's just leave. Okay, quest complete. So we got some resistance rep, 1500 is pretty good, and we got a purple medal, which would allow us to dual wield. So that'll make for some really nice exploding action. Same with Krieg's stuff, actually. I'm going to blow that up. I don't think those are particularly good rolls. Let me have a look here. So in terms of rolls, I'm only curious because my Death Knight has those on. So you've got the minimum roll on the flat Aether damage, kind of middle roll for the percent Aether damage, defensive abilities 1 off maximum, attack speed is the middle, physical is the lowest roll, the Aether res is kind of low as well. So yeah, we're going to blow those up. Dump all the components and... Let's go back to it. So, we're going to head north this time. If you're still kind of over here because you've just got this shrine, you can go through here and one of the vents is like here-ish and the other one is up here. But because we ended up leaving, we're going to go the other way. See, that totem is pretty close to where the event is going to be. Giant's Blood level up is pretty good as well. And obligatory complaint about pathing in Malmouth. Pretty sure I've whinged about that every single time that I've done this act. Okay. I think I turned the loot off at some point and never turned it back on, which means we've probably been missing all kinds of good stuff. These are the bane of my existence. I hate those things. They will follow you around forever. Right, how do we do this again? Here we go. Alright, but number 9, get the pets to kill it. Forsaken Aether... Words are hard. Forsaken Aether-whooped totem. Just waiting for the cooldowns. Okay, here we go. Summon cat, push damage button, push that button, push that button. I'm actually, or was actually trapped there. Okay, silver sentinels, and we got a blueprint as well. So a hand mortar is going to be a gun, don't care. Same for the silver sentinel stuff. Don't really care about that either. But one less blueprint to worry about. Okay, let's just head back through here. I guess it's not really back through here this time, it's the first time I've been through here. Okay, send it source. Let's get us a new Briarthorn out. I think we're going about here. Nope, looks like I'm off by a little bit at least. It's fine. As long as we're heading up and to the right, we'll get there eventually. Yep, no new hat. I think with that hat, I'm going to try and finish that prismatic diamond and put it on there, because having a death save would be really nice, since we don't currently have one. If you haven't got the prismatic diamond blueprint, if you didn't find one like I did, you can go and buy it from the vendor in the Ancient Grove. So you don't have to finish the entire dungeon. It will cost you a skeleton key. You go in, you clear the first floor, and then you can do the vendor reset trick with Vinylton between the first and second floor, so you don't have to fight anything on the second floor. Assuming there's nothing standing at the door when you go in. Yep, we're still looking for the eastern vent. It's going to be down here. Okay, vents are done. So actually, let's clear this doorway, and then we'll head back to the Steel Cap District. I'm going to have a look at the prismatic diamond. What do we have on our helmet? 18% vitality, that's fine. 12% chaos, that's less fine, but it's still okay for elite. So, I'm going to put it on this helmet. So we just basically gained a bunch of piercing resistance and elemental resistance, which means the Rifthound salts can go. I don't think we need another Mender's powder because Chaos and Aether resists are already quite high. Right. That's not who I wanted to talk to, neither is that, this guy here. So the prismatic diamond, it is a rare component, but as I said, you can buy it from the vendor in the Ancient Grove. Potentially the other skeleton key vendors as well, but I know for sure that Vinelton has it. So, Arcane Spark. We can make one of those, which means we can now make one Prismatic Diamond. So, this is what it is. Bit of health, bit of vitality resist, bit of energy absorbed, but the reason you get this is the Prismatic Rage there. Anytime your health goes below half, it's basically like getting an Inquisitor's Seal that follows you around for 8 seconds. That flat damage absorption is really nice. You hope to never see this, but this is hardcore. There's a decent chance you're going to see it. Just looking at the gloves here, we gain almost 600 armor, but we would lose 500 health and some Aether and some Chaos Res. Chaos is down to 60 now, which is not ideal, but I think we'll keep those gloves until we can put the new belt on. New belt. Do we need the poison? Nope. We'll have a look at the adornments or components. That's the word. We'll have a look at the components for that when we get there. See what we need. Potentially going to have a whole bunch of new stuff there anyway. And I am looking to replace Cronley's Signet of the Untamed, because 33 PS resist is not really something I care about at the moment. Right, so what do we got? New pets. Pets now have, what do we gain? Tons of elemental resistances. So those are now capped. Don't know how much by, because it doesn't tell you, but hang on, take it off. So we would need 35, and we got 46. So we could lose one of those elemental resistance ones pretty happily. Put another Mender's powder on maybe. But for now, we'll just leave it. How's my Aether resistance? Way over cap. Okay, we're good. So we're going to Crown Hill, where we will be saying hello to Theoden Marcel and Fleshweaver Krieg. So this is the last section for the Ashes of Malmouth expansion, which I imagine you already know if you've been watching up to this point, because this is the second time we've done it. And it's pretty much the same as normal. The fact that this is a 3-phase fight instead of just one big fight does mean that it takes a bit longer. It means that you want to use all your damage buttons in the first phase, and then you want to try and not really drag it out, but kind of drag it out in the second phase, so you have all your buttons back for the third phase. You definitely don't want to drag it out too much though. Being an act boss, he is still quite dangerous. Normally I would actually want to have the tortoise going for this as well. Most of my successful hardcore builds have had the tortoise in one shape or form until, well, not in one shape or form, they've just had the tortoise until usually level 100 when I change to the final build. The tortoise is quite possibly the best constellation for hardcore leveling in my opinion. Doesn't help with damage, and dead things don't do any damage to you, but it does help a lot with survivability, which is something that really matters in hardcore. So this place is another place where I hate the pathing. I guess it's not so much the pathing per se, but with all the monsters and with you, you can actually get into the situation where you're trying to walk past something and the monster's trying to get to something behind you, or like maybe one of your pets or whatever, and you just end up glitching back and forth, running into each other. Okay, so we made it through the infestation. Heading down to... is it the Living Factory? Is that what this one's called? The Fleshworks. I knew it had something to do with the factory. So to the north is Fleshweaver Creek. There are 2 monsters we have to kill to open the door to get to the Act Boss himself. And we have to survive to do that. It's not really that big of an issue. We do a lot of damage, and yes, I did just say doo-doo. And all of you who laughed are immature. Guess that makes me immature. I'll wear that tag. Here we go. So we kill Krieg. Krieg is not difficult. Should go down pretty quickly. Didn't drop us any of his set though, which is unfortunate. And we are going to burn it down. So a bunch of XP, a bunch of reputation. We got to be getting close on reputation, right? Where are we? Black Legion's revered, that's nice. Malmo resistance, not quite. So if you are using this playthrough as your first hardcore level 100, I recommend at this point, leave. Don't do this fight. You actually get nothing for this fight. It doesn't unlock anything. It's bragging rights and whatever loot he drops. So if you're following along and this is your first hardcore or whatever, you really don't want to die. Just walk away from this fight. You don't need to do it. You don't want... well, I mean, you probably want the loot, but you don't really need it. I think, personally, it's not worth the risk. So, my recommendation is just leave. Like I said, you don't get anything from killing him. So, yeah. As I was saying, this fight is absolutely not worth it. But we're going to do it anyway. Why? I don't know. A bit of fun. Alright, let's refresh all the pets so they all have full health. Double check Aether res. If your Aether resistance is not capped, why? Go get it capped. Get potions if you need them. You can use all the Royal Jelly stuff. It'll give you additional regeneration bonuses, as well as additional hit points. Any resistances you need, like Aether. Let's actually check. Where are we? Monster database. So the Master of Flesh, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st form. Aether and Lightning, Aether Lightning Physical, Aether Lightning Physical. I think it's all Aether Lightning Physical. Nope. His 3rd form does Piercing and Vitality as well. Also Fire. So basically everything. Chaos doesn't matter. Bleeding doesn't matter. Everything else, I think, is checked for this fight. But realistically, you should have all of those capped anyway. And with that said, let's go kill him. So I'm going to save the Primal Spirit pet for his 3rd form. I'll probably actually use it in his 2nd form. So once he drags himself out of the wall here. Alright, pushed it early, but that's fine. As soon as he shows up, I'm hitting him with Ill Omen, which will give him a damage penalty. And then I'm pushing all of the other buttons. I'm trying to keep Ill Omen on him. Okay, I actually expected him to be considerably more difficult than that. Everything I said still stands. He dropped his MI. That's it. The loot filter is off. He dropped his MI, and then you get these 2 treasure troves. So he dropped about what you would get from killing any legendary monster on ultimate difficulty. So there you go. That's the end of Theoden. Now, at this point, you do have a couple choices. You can stay in Elite and farm Reputation, which is not a bad choice. So let's just have a look. We get a purple for that too. So I guess it's actually pretty good. Stats on that are nice, but I'm going to blow it up. Yeah, so you can stay in Elite and farm Reputation. So if I turn this one in, we'll see where we're up to. Okay, so we're pretty close. 1300. I'm actually gonna max this out before I head to Ultimate. So it should be like 3 bounties, I think 3. What do we got? Deep in the Flesh works. Next, there is one of these is for crafting. Haraxus, no. Actually, where is Haraxus? Let's just see where he is. He's probably already dead. Next. Storm Titan, no. Next. Architects of Flesh, I've already killed a lot of those. Next. Bolag is definitely dead, so we can't actually complete that one in this. Okay, so we've cleared all that. Let's just empty the inventory and then I will take you on a bit of a trip to do a couple of bounties. Alright. Let's reset. Come back in Elite. And these bounties here, they definitely do have, at least one of them is Craft and Equilibrium, which is a relic that you start the game knowing the recipe for it, and it's basically free. I think it's 1 brain matter and you're done, something like that. Very cheap. Okay, let's have a look. Architects of Flesh, I'm going to skip that one. Taraxteria. Is that who I think it is? It is not who I think it is, but we'll accept that bounty. Alright, all the buffs are active. Crown Hill. So Taraxteria, I do have this up on my other monitor, is here, here, over here somewhere, hang on, so just here, or also here, or here. So it's 5 different potential locations around that circle. So we're just going to go visit each of them. And hopefully she's at this first one, because it's nice and close. I would be quite happy and also quite surprised to find them here. It's not looking good. You can see, like, all of these mages, though. And there's 82. So 2 more points in the Barathorn's aura. But these mages here... Oh, was that Taraxteria? No, that was just some no-name. The next location for Taraxteria is going to be just past Valexteria. They're very imaginative with their names. So we'll clear outside here. We'll go kill Valexteria now. If you stand just here, a lot of her meteors, you'll see that one just blew up on the roof. That's what you want. Okay, we'll head up here. I wonder if we can actually see... There's an idiot in the way. Okay, I wonder if we can see... Looks like we're going to have to run over that. That's fine. Hagris Aether Flame. Okay, we'll go kill him as well. Ascendant Cal, Mighty of the Fox. No good. So this platform here... Yeah, there it is. Good. Okay, that's dead. Amulet of Caged Souls, something of Binding. Book. Okay, I don't care anymore. We killed our target. We come back here. We would have gained a lot of XP, or reputation rather, for clearing all the stuff on the way. So we have 997 left. Report in. Bounty gives 450. So we're going to need to do probably one more of these. Regurgitators, no. Spellbreakers, we just killed most of them. We can do that one. So Spellbreakers spawn in a few places, and they do have... That's not the rift I wanted. They do have a drop that I'm interested in. So if you come to the outskirts rift, there's a house full of them just south of the rift. So we'll come down here. So this house has some in it sometimes, and this house has 7 or 8. So we've already killed 3. Boom, bounty done. So we will actually need one more before our reputation is revered. So again, I clicked the wrong one again. This rift, I swear, doesn't need to exist. Okay, so bounty table, port in, take a look, find and destroy Haraxis. We'll skip that one. Okay, we're all done. So I think it loops now. Let's see where Haraxis is. So once you've done all these bounties one time, it'll be saved up in your search on your browser. Okay, so Haraxis here can be here, which would be fairly close. Can also be over here. This is actually the one I was thinking of when we went down there before. Can also be here, and can be here. So let's go find him. So I'm not interested in any of this rubbish. Actually, I take that back. We are interested in this rubbish. These guys potentially drop us a nice hat. Though having said that, Taskmasters of the Wild is probably the only actual upgrade that we could conceivably get there. Maybe a higher level version with bigger numbers. Okay, Tormented Souls. Tormented Souls gets me all the time because it sounds like it's going to be a pet item. It sounds like it's going to be a Necromancer pet item. It's not. It's a Necromancer Drain Essence item. Corruptor's Robe. Okay. So, Old Mate could be out here. We're getting close. I think I've gone the wrong way. No, I haven't. But it's a different way. So it could be just down here. Nope, he's not home. Well, he's not here. So we will continue. Next place was the one I showed you earlier. Actually, you probably should, now that I'm thinking about it. You should be picking up bounties while you're actually doing this section. That's probably the best way to go. But that's fine. Gives us a reason to run it again. Okay, so just here, this little branch. This could be the guy we're looking for. It's not looking good. No, he's not here. Kill all that off though. Why not? Set him to aggressive. Okay, next potential location is just up here. So this is where we found him in the last game. Or in the previous session, I should say. Is he here this time? Doesn't look like it. But hey, more potential hats. No hat for me, sadly. Alright, there's only one more place he can be. And that's obviously going to be where he is. So we'll head there. Okay, so he's going to be in this little area here. There he is, Haraxus himself. Gonna get that dynamite, stand in all the Aether. Alright, there's actually a lot of damage in there. You'll see, where is it? I'm very surprised. I really expected to see the diamond having procced then. What's the recast on that? 1 minute. Alright, we're done. So with this bounty done, the Malmouth resistance reputation should now be maximum. Not seeing it here. That's a little worrying. Where are we up to? Malmouth resistance is revered. Okay. I must have missed when that happened. It must have been while we were killing stuff on the way there. But that's fine. That is what I was after. Just checking the...
See anything you like?
What do they call them? Blueprints. So, revered with the Malmouth resistance. That means we get these bad boys. Potion of Clarity. Double XP for 10 minutes. We're going to buy 4 of those. All of this gear, I don't think any of it is pet stuff. Nope. Stormbringer is vitality converted to lightning damage for your pets. So I guess if you wanted to play a lightning pet build. And then this one is the Overseer, a medal for Conjurers by the looks of it. But that's fine, because this Soul Guard powder, Woundseer not so much, but the Soul Guard is very nice. I often end up using that. I'm not sure why, but it is something I use frequently. The Fortifying powder, not so much. And then the Mandate is good for ults, but not so much for the first character on the account. As far as weapons, do we use any of that? I don't think any of this stuff has pet anything on it. No, okay. So XP pots and maybe these Soul Guard powders is actually all we needed from them. Right, so with that said, let's just dump all this rubbish. What did I just sell that was small? That heart. Probably never going to use it, but I want it.
See you around.
There are a handful of other quests in Malmo. There's one for... Is it Juliana? No, it's Yvonda. To find her hidden stash. You can do it, but the rewards are not amazing, so I'm not going to bother. What I am going to do, though, how are we doing for time? 40 minutes, okay. I'm going to end this episode here, and then I'm probably going to make an Ancient Grove video and see if I can't get the goal set, and then I'll make one of those sets, assuming it doesn't require like 40 Blood Chthons or something silly like that. Actually, that would be probably doable anyway. So I'll make that set and just show what I would do if I was going to change that, and then we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to continue this playthrough as an Aether Pets until 100, and then we'll see if we get the Lost Souls or the goal set first. But that'll be the end of this video, so thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.